Hello everybody, it's Bill McDermott here again with another episode of The Running Chef. Now, whether you're on a vegan or a plant-based diet or just want to stay away from meat for a while, these eggplant meatballs are the greatest. These eggplant meatballs are a great way to enjoy spaghetti and meatballs. First, we're going to start with one eggplant. Now, this is rather small, and the rule of thumb basically is the larger the eggplant, the more bitter the skin is. This size, you don't really need to peel off the skin. You can if you like, but it doesn't really impact the taste that much. Now, with just this one eggplant, you can get about 10 to 12 nice 2-inch size meatballs. It's a great way to enjoy the eggplant, so let's get right down to it, shall we?
Our ingredients: 1 can of white beans, 4 to 5 cloves of garlic, some Italian parsley, olive oil, yellow onion, red pepper flakes, dried oregano, breadcrumbs, some Pam Spray, some pepper, and some salt. Next, we'll take 1 small to medium-sized eggplant, cut the top off, and then we're going to slice it basically into 1-inch width slices and chop that up into 1-inch cubes. Let's speed it up to see how this is done. I basically like to cut these and then stack them and then cut them lengthwise and then chop them across. Here's the other stack, saved in a bowl for later. Next, we're going to dice 1 yellow onion by cutting it across and then down and chopping it into small bits. Next, we'll chop and mince 4 garlic cloves. We'll chop some Italian parsley to fill a 1/4 cup. Let's add a teaspoon of olive oil to a pan until it shimmers. And once it's shimmering, we're going to add the eggplant cubes. This is all over medium heat, by the way. They should spread out into one layer. Next, add a teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and then we're going to saute this for about 10 to 12 minutes. After about 2 minutes, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of water so as not to dry the eggplant out. We're going to saute this over medium heat. So just continue to stir and then shake, flip, whatever you want to do. It'll be nicely browned after about 10 to 12 minutes. Next, we're going to drain a can of white beans using a strainer, putting that in the food processor with the eggplant mixture. Then we're going to go back over to the pan, add a little bit of olive oil, and what we're going to do is add our onions and then add our garlic. We're going to cook this for about a minute or so just to get the fragrance and the onions slightly brown. But don't burn that garlic. Try a low to medium heat here. Now let's go over the food processor and add those ingredients as well. Now we want to gently pulse this about 7 to 8 times. And if you don't have a food processor, just chop it very fine. This is the consistency that you want. Take the contents from the food processor and let's put it in a bowl so that we can work out some meatballs. Now let's add a 1/2 teaspoon of oregano and some red pepper flakes to your taste. And mix that in. Now we want plain breadcrumbs, not with any cheese. And let's add 1 cup to the mixture. Let's mix it thoroughly so that we can start creating meatballs, about 2 inches in diameter. And you don't want to squeeze them that hard. You don't want them becoming too dense. So roll them gently to form a 2-inch meatball. Eggplant ball. Let's preheat the oven to 375. And once heated, let's slide them into the oven and heat them for about 25 to 30 minutes. Now I've got a good recipe for marinara sauce, but use whatever works for you, and let's put those in the sauce and let's just heat them in there for about 10 minutes. This is vegan pasta made out of corn and rice, so let's add some meatballs and sauce to that to create a nice dish for ourselves. I call them meatballs because they taste like them.
All right, let's see how these taste. Oh, God, they look delicious. Oh, nice. And look at cuts like butter. I don't know if you can see that, but it is beautiful. Delicioso, no? This is just eggplant. Eggplant and sauce and a little bit of breadcrumbs. It's really a great meal. Eggplant. Who knew? Is that delicious or what? It's eggplant. Eggplant meatballs. Try them. You're going to like them. I don't know what I like better, running or eating. Guess you can't have one without the other, all right?
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.